Hi guys, it's December Daily Day 6 and I have been to the cinema tonight with my mum and my sister. We saw Last Christmas starring Emilia Clarke, and I have just gotten home. The time's now 10 to 11. We got in about 20 past 10. So I printed the pictures off and put the pieces together, and it was a quick spread. I knew what I wanted to do, so I just got on with it. And I'll probably leave this to upload overnight and then put it live tomorrow morning. So it's probably Saturday when you're first watching this, and I hope you have a good weekend. You've got some fun stuff planned. We're putting our tree up tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that and finally feeling a little bit festive in this house. We've got some bits up inside, but you can't beat having the tree up. So here I'm having a little play around with the ticket, and I've printed off the movie poster, so I'm just kind of having a little jig around to see where I want everything. And I'm sorry, I seem a bit far. The zoom seems a bit too far in, so the whole thing isn't in shot. But I'm just trying to have a play around because I want to get it closer so you can actually see what I'm doing. But obviously, you still need to see the whole thing, so I'll have a play around with that. So again, as I say, I've printed this photo of my mum and my sister and we had a Costa before. We wanted the 7 o'clock show, but they had rubbish seats left, so we waited till the 7:45, so we went and had a Costa first. So I took a little picture of us using a Snapchat filter. I love a bit of a Snapchat filter at Christmas time. This image here is an image, I think it's saved on my Pinterest board, that's where I found it anyway. It's like a bit of a Christmassy viewfinder, and it was just floating around and noticed it in my stash the other day, so I thought it'd be rather fitting for this. I just like the image. It warms the page up a little bit, I think, as well, because it's quite a sort of snowy feel where I've done the pocket and the tag on the opposite page and the white pom-poms. I think it just makes it look a bit warmer, gives that colour. I thought the corner wasn't stuck down, but it is. So yeah, I hope you're all doing okay. I've had some really nice comments, which I love reading, and I'm trying to respond to everybody. I wasn't too great in the start, but I'm trying to be a bit more on it at the minute. So I took this out of that pocket that I've set aside for the 13th. We will be having a film night on the 13th, me and the kids. I thought about cutting it down there. I was originally going to use the 3 sections. You'll see in a minute I cut just the one end off, and I use that as sort of a label sticker. So again, I'm having a little play around. It's a real process. I'm not one of these that has it all planned out specifically. I mean, I don't even measure the size of the images. I just look at them on the computer and think, yeah, that'll do, and then I just make it work. You can measure it. For specific things, I have measured the images to make sure that they're going to be to size, but generally speaking, when I'm not sure what I want to do with the spread, I just print them off and then I work with the sizes that they are. So here, I'm going to lay that out like that. As I say, I'm going to use that little piece there as a label. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. Quite tired today. I think it's the weekend and I've not been at work today, so I've managed to do a bit of crocheting. I've got a pouch to make for somebody. I'd like to get that posted as soon as. So I'm going to finish that over the weekend. And I've been wet vacking the sofa and the kids' mattresses, just because, you know, hashtag mum life and all that. So I'm going to write on this little tag. I can't remember exactly what I wrote, but it's something to do with you can't beat a bit of a rom-com at Christmas. Yeah, so we went to see Last Christmas, and I'm not going to give anything away. It was an okay film. It's not my type of film, so I'm probably not the best one to judge it. I went because it was an opportunity to go out with my mum and my sister, and it's a Christmassy film, so why not? But yeah, it's not my type of film, I'm not going to lie. I like a bit grittier and a bit less airy-fairy, but that's just my preference. There we go. But I'm happy to try anything, give anything a go, because well, I can't knock it till you tried it, right? So here we go with the ticket. My sister brought her ticket home, and she was bringing things, and we were talking about how she started being really like just keeping everything. I was like, well, you've got the bug now. I do genuinely enjoy making journals, junk journals. I'm not a junk journaler in general, as a rule. I do it for Christmas because I really enjoy it, but I'm not a junk journaler. I do journal. I use an A5 notebook, and I've journaled since I was about 11. This is one of the sweet wrappers we were eating. I think they're mint imperials, I'm pretty sure, like dark chocolate with like mint cream inside. My mum brought them with her, so we were eating those, and it's rather fitting that the package is green, so it's really Christmassy. So I've kind of folded this sweet wrapper back into like a sweetie shape. You kind of have to play around with it a little bit to make it, look less flat and pathetic. And I'm going to stick it on in the bottom right corner with some Fabri-Tac. So yeah, I am a journaler. I've been doing it for a long time, since I was about 11. I think 98 is when I started journaling. And I did the odd bit of scrapbooking. I stuck in the odd tickets here and there and what have you. But yeah, I do enjoy making junk journals. So I think for 2020, I shall be putting quite a few journals together. I don't know much about using them. However, if you guys like seeing me use the journals, then it will be something that I'll consider doing as more of a scrapbooking. So it won't be like an everyday thing. It will be as and when we do something special, maybe, and then I'll use it as a kind of scrapbook. But yeah, I like to do some themed journals. I think for January, I'm rather looking forward to doing like a wintry theme journal with snowflakes and having like blues and pinks, which is not normally a colour scheme that I would go for, but I'm rather enjoying it at the minute. Like seeing other journalers using that sort of colour scheme, in their planners and things. So I'll have a little go at that, I think. So let me know what your thoughts are and what you'd like to see, maybe. That's why I'm here, to get inspiration. So the bottom right corner seemed a little bit bare, even with that, so I thought I'd just add a bit of washi. I love this holly washi. I don't know what brand it is. I got it from a craft shop which is local to where I am. I just went and picked it up, and I actually said to my sister yesterday, that I might go back and get another roll of this, because I can see myself using quite a bit of it. And it'll be one of those things, it's quite a random shop, so it'll be one of those things that once it's gone, it's gone. So I stuck it in this bottom right corner. I mean, it doesn't even fill the corner, it just adds a little something so the corner doesn't look like abandoned. In hindsight, I should probably have grabbed another sweet wrapper, but there you go. And I've added a bit at the top as well, just to kind of tie it in and make it look a little less random, like there's a weird bit just sticking at the bottom there. So at the top here, and almost looks like it's holding the ticket on. Yeah, so I'd like to hear what you guys want to see. I am a crafter, so junk journals aren't, I'm not specific to that, although I do really enjoy, I really enjoy, I'm stressing that too much, I really enjoy putting journals together and making books. I have always enjoyed putting books together, be it folding some bits of paper in half and stapling them in the middle as a child, making school books for my dolls, that's, I think, where my heart lies. But I do enjoy a lot of crafts, and I have been watching Kirsty's Handmade Christmas, and I've been getting lots of ideas, so I can't wait to share some of those with you as well. And I'll share the process as well, because there's a few things that I'd like to try that I've never done before, so I don't expect to go into it and be brilliant at it. So we shall try and fail, I should imagine, a few times together before we get it right. And I keep gluing onto this mat and then getting glue on it, and I'm getting a bit paranoid now that the material, the fabric on the front, the Santa face, is going to get really mucky. I've just been lazy. I'll probably change up this. I've literally got a cutting mat and I've wrapped it in wrapping paper just to make it Christmassier. So here we go, I stuck the photo of us on there, and again I felt that top bit was a little bit lacking, and I wanted to bring some of that green over to that side, so I've used this holly. This is like my fail safe, this holly, where I will add it because it fits everywhere, it goes everywhere, and it adds that touch of shine and green and that rich colour. And you can see my Fabri-Tac is just gooped out, so I'm going to use my finger just to apply it to the back of the holly here, look. And can I just say, I love wiping the excess Fabri-Tac on the back of my hand so that when it dries I can peel it off. Please tell me I'm not alone. Who remembers dipping their hands in the PVA glue at school? Oh, we used to do textiles, and I did a technique called batik. I think it's batik. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. It's with hot wax, and you put the wax onto the fabric, and then you dye the fabric, and then obviously it doesn't take where the wax is, and you iron it to take the wax out of the fabric. And yeah, anyway, so this hot pot of melted wax, we used to dip our hands in and then peel it off. Not as satisfying as glue, I won't lie, but still fun nonetheless. So I just took the tag out here, and I'm going to write on it, and just write about the day, and that it was nice to go out with grown-ups, no children. I love them, but it's nice to go out without them sometimes. My daughter went to a party tonight, my son's been at his friends, so we've all had a bit of a nice evening actually. Heading into the weekend in good spirits. So I've not sped up this video either, just because, I don't know, it seemed to just flow tonight. It seemed to be pretty seamless. I didn't have to pop off and grab something or nip upstairs to print something or what have you. And that's when you'll see sometimes my videos are cut here, and you know they're jotted about. They're still all in order, but then there'll be bits missing, and that's where I've had to nip off and do something, or so I've had to edit it so you're not just literally staring at a blank screen for 10 minutes while I'm trying to arrange something. Yeah, so I've not sped any of it up, so I hope that's okay. If you want them to go a bit faster, obviously I'm doing it every single day, so they don't need to be half an hour, 45 minutes long each. I don't really want it to take me that long, if I'm honest, because I am editing and voiceovering and what have you. The process does take quite a while, so I don't want the process. This is why my sister and I did a lot of the preparation of our journals before actually starting December Daily. My December Daily album from 2018, I literally had blank pages when I started, so absolutely everything that you see in there I did on the day, and it took me a long time, but I really enjoyed it, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think I'd be able to do that this year with having to edit a video and voice over and prepare it and upload it and all the rest, because I just think it would take me a long time. So thinking ahead, I wanted to make this as streamlined and efficient as possible. I don't want to miss days out because I haven't got time, so yeah, that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. I hope you're enjoying it. I think you are. I've had some really nice comments. I've had some great feedback, so I'm really happy. It's a nice little community here, and I hope that it stays that way, and we can all grow together, and we can learn some new stuff together. So I'm writing. The way I write here as well, I'm quite close to the end of the table, so my arm actually hangs off the table, so it really aches my arm. I'm going to have to try and do something about that. I like writing. I enjoy writing. I enjoy different styles of writing. It depends what I'm writing and what I'm writing in as to how I write as well. My journals, when I'm writing on lined paper, I like them to be very neat. So so it's very between the lines and it's very uniform and it's nice and neat. But here I feel like I can be a bit freer, I can write a bit more comfortably because it's a junk journal. It's just free flowing and easy going, which is what I absolutely love about junk journaling. Absolutely. I am a bit of a perfectionist, general everyday today crafting. I like it to be right, I like it to be neat, and I like to cut things with a paper trimmer and not with scissors because then I can get it perfect, so I'm a bit rigid, so it's really nice to be a bit freer doing the junk journaling. You can cut it with scissors, it doesn't have to be straight, the writing doesn't have to be perfect, and I absolutely just love that about it. And I think that's what drew me into junk journaling in the first place, just that sort of comfort of not having to make it perfect. And in a chaotic world that we live in, full-time jobs, kids, houses, all that jazz, sometimes you just need to take the pressure off and enjoy the process. So here it is, all done. All done, and I'm really chuffed with how it turned out and the fact that I've managed to do it this evening after coming home. So thanks again, and I will see you for day 7 tomorrow. We have some lights to put up. I've got a friend coming around for drinks, so hopefully some good selfies will be on their way. Take care, guys. See you in the next one.